Greetings. Welcome back to A Cup of Conversation and Food for Thought with me, Nidra Simmons, or Nidra. I want to start off by saying I do not own the rights to the music. The music is just playing to set the tone, perhaps contribute to this cup of conversation and food for thought. Um, but it's to keep me grounded. I don't know why did I just do that. Why did that happen? I don't know. But thank you for joining the live. The topic of discussion today is very interesting. Um, I don't know how I came across it. Well, I can share with you how I did. Anyway, the topic of discussion is why do we cheat? Hello, how you doing? Thank you for joining the live. So glad to see you here today. It has been a while. Um, but yeah, I got up this morning and I was going into, get myself ready, and I was walking into my bathroom, and then I seen before got into the doorway, there was a spider. So the spider was there. So I had a word book, and I went and got it. And I just kind of opened it up and kind of grabbed the spider so that I wouldn't walk into it. Well, I smushed it. But anyway, when I opened up the book to see where the spider landed at, it landed on my crossword puzzle section called Shama. So I said, okay. So I went and I looked into that. And then I said, okay, well, I cleared out the spider that was on there. And then I went and I put the book back down. And then when I came downstairs to get set up to come on, I played the music, and it's called Grown Folks Party Mix. And then when I was listening, I was like, dag, all these songs are talking about having more than one woman, and if you can't stay here, leave, and all this other stuff. So I said, okay, so I don't know where the connection is. I'm just going to flow and see where it goes. But as always, this content is for entertainment purposes only. Please like, share, and subscribe. Check me out on all my platforms. Um, again, I don't own the rights to the music or the commercials that you might hear in the background. But I do come on always giving honor and glory to Mother, Father, God, Universe. So thank you, God, for waking us up this morning and seeing us throughout the day. Continue to provide for us and protect us. Thank you for watching over us in our sleep state and protecting us, keeping us fully dressed. And as now, the full armor of God, the helmet of salvation, breastplate of righteousness, shield of faith, so the God's holy word, God of truth, and shoes of peace. Continue to provide for us mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, financially, in every way possible. Continue to keep us and bless us and order our steps and direct our path. Renew our minds, body, heart, soul, and spirit, creating a clean heart. Now, less of me and more of you to be used as your vessel to speak to your people, to reach, to encourage, to uplift, to perhaps give a different perspective on seeing things for the better. Either way, God, it's your way, not my way. So even if it's beyond what I just said, I am going to be obedient to do and say at whatever it is that you want me to say. So, giving honor to God again and to our big brother, Jesus, to all the archangels, guardian angels, all angels in the highest Christ, like ancestors, guardian ancestors, spirit team here and far. Thank you, thank you, thank you for all that you do. And these blessings I pray in your holy name. Amen. So I hope that you're having a wonderful, wonderful Thursday. We're sliding into the end of this week. I need to drink. Good luck. So the topic of discussion might be a interesting one or a non-interesting one. I don't know what direction it's going to flow in. Wow, I just having this conversation. Oh, you was? Okay, well, maybe it's a thing that has to be addressed. So you can contribute to this conversation. And we all have cheated at one point in time in our life. I've even cheated. I'm not perfect. I never claimed to be perfect. But cheating doesn't just have to be in relationships. Cheating can be in a whole bunch of arenas of things. But please contribute to this conversation. Make it fun. And like I said, it doesn't have to just mean relationships. A lot of people want to get turned off and they're like, oh, cheating that again. It doesn't have to be in a man or woman or woman or woman, man or man relationship. It can be in a lot of things. I'm going to list some topics of areas of where it can go, and wherever it fits, we'll discuss. But how do we get over? The topic that I clicked over or under here is how do we get over cheaters? So even though the topic says one thing, the category is another. Hello, how you doing? I'm great. Thank you for joining live. I hope that you are. Um, so how do we get over cheaters? First of all, why do we cheat? Do we cheat because it's the thrill? Hello, how you doing? Thank you for joining the live. Why or how okay, a spiritual conversation on why we cheat. Share your opinions. Um, so I got down here the psychology of romantic cheating, and the categories that they put underneath there. Hello, how you doing? Thank you for joining the live. Is the boost. People cheat because uh they want to uphold their ego. They want to show that they're living for the outer side, the fleshly side, and not the internal side. Um, they're acting based off of feelings and emotions. Am I saying that right? They're doing it for clout. Y'all can help me and come in at any point if you agree or disagree. So they said the ego is an ego boost. Then they said it's an emotional neglect. People cheat because they don't want to deal with whatever is going on at hand. Um, I was told by somebody in the past that if you have a lot of men or women that's cheating, they got a lot of bodies or however y'all call it, it's because they're trying to classify what their preference is, what they prefer. Are they someone that wants, they're covering up for something. So if you're male and you have a lot of females, you're covering up for the fact that you probably want a male. If you have a lot of females and you're female and you're covering up, you probably want a lot of vice versa, something along those lines. So it's a cover up, it's a neglect of what is really at hand, not dealing with the core issue. And some people cheat because of their upbringing. Things happen, and this might be a trigger, but things happen to people at the early age in life, and they're confused about what they're feeling. Do they in some ways they might enjoy it, in some ways they don't enjoy it because of the fact that how it's happening to them, where it's coming from. It's confusing. So people cheat because they're confused, not justifying none of it. I'm just giving you ideas and ways and things, and I'm just throwing stuff out there. I always say that I don't judge. Honestly, I don't judge, and it's not my place to judge. If you guys agree with what I'm saying, please tap those hearts. Even if you just want to tap those hearts so that I know that I'm talking to some people out there. I'm not trying to jump or bandwagon on anybody else's previous topic on this topic because I haven't gone on any lives to see or any other sites to see other people's conversation on this topic. I just chose this topic based off of how my morning went this morning and what I was listening to. So please feel free to tap those hearts if there's something that I'm saying. If it's even if you're here, just to say, hey, tap them hearts. You ain't got to make a comment if you don't want to admit that you're watching me and other people's like, don't watch her. Some hearts, let me know that you're here. But yeah, that emotional neglect on people cheat, and they cheat because some people, if you ask them why they cheat, they're gonna tell you, I don't know, and they're probably being honest with you, especially if it's like a higher age, because of what may have happened in their early childhood. Some people cheat because that's what they see from their parents. They think it's normal. And then another category under the romantic cheating arena is conflict of avoidance. You cheat because you can't say no. You cheat because you don't want to be the bad guy, but you're going to still be the bad guy. That's along the lines of running away from something that you're going to end up running right smack into. Um, People avoid talking to people, so they just, I'm not going to deal with this. You told me that when we got together that you was gonna give it to me whenever I wanted it, and now you're lying, and I'm deserving of it. I'm gonna go get it elsewhere. That's not making it right. I'm not condoning that. I'm just simply saying, hey sis, you great. Happy birthday to your family. I'm not saying the name. But yeah. And then another area, the mechanics of academic and professional cheating. Like I said, cheating is not just. Are you? And why I gotta be a hoe? What's up with that? Do you know me like that? People be talking so free, like everybody talk the same language. But cheating can take place in life, work, high stakes and performance, anxiety, politics. Cheat all the time. Not trying to talk politics, but they cheat all the time. So if you're not, why are you calling somebody else one? Make it make sense. Don't put your insecurities on me. People call people's names because of something that they're feeling or covering up for themselves. So if you can't handle it, close it. Serious way. Good to- Okay, I don't know what that's about either, but the ex the fact that everyone is doing it. No shade. The people cheat because they'll say, "Well, everybody else is doing it. Why not me?" Hello, how you doing? Thank you for joining the live. I Well, that one right there, everybody's doing it. Why don't I? I don't do what everybody else do because the minute I do something somebody else do and it's not right, they might go home free away with it and no problems. But me, I'm the one that's gonna have to deal with the consequences. So I don't go that route. I don't do things that I know is wrong because I know that I'm not gonna get the same result. That's just me talking personally. And I'm not the only one like that. There's other people out there know that y'all shouldn't do it because if they did it, it's good. They're gonna get away with it. You do it, it's gonna be something on your hands. So don't do it. If you know right from wrong, do right and don't do wrong. Because the consequences is real. Grand rising to you too. Thank you for joining the live. Um, the other reason why people cheat academically is lack of engagement. Even for those that's in school. You got so many things out there that makes it so easy for you to kind of bypass the actual hard work of reading and doing the stuff. I'm in school. I'm telling you, I know what I'm talking about. And sometimes you're going to have to bypass that easy route and do the part that you need to do because that easy route can be everybody's getting hip to it. So it's not going to be so easy after in the long run. It'll work probably up to those small things, but that big one that you use and you try to use these engineer things to try to help you get past, more than you doing the actual work, you might get a low score. So be cautious on why you do what you do and think about what you do. Um, Another reason, and I'm gonna throw these all out so we can come back and talk to them piece by piece. I'm in law school, and yes, the whole class. She's I'm telling you, it's so easy. Everything out there to make it easy. They make it like it's not cheating per se, but it is. If you're not participating in the class, if you're not reading the books, the work, taking notes and doing it the old fashioned way, and you're just looking for the engine to plug in some stuff to give you, that is cheating. But they make it seem like it's not. But also sometimes too, these courses, these college courses, they cram everything in. Instead of keeping it out to the duration of time, they cram it in. So you have no choice but to do it the way that is not correct. Because if you want to get a good grade and they want all these points to be covered, you can't do it in the amount of time that they're doing. But they allot for you to do it. So it's like talking out of both sides of the mouth. But I'm just trying to throw out some points that cheating is not always just in a relationship. Most of the people on here talking about cheating is mainly in relationships, and we'll get back to that. But that's not the only reason or way that we cheat. How to make friends as a skin condition. What? How to make friends as a skin condition. I don't know what that means. Do you sell any bath water? I don't sell any bath water. Do you sell any bath water? Is that a thing? Hello, how you doing? Thank you for joining the live. How to how our brain trick us. They call it the fudge factor. People finding justification for why they're lying or why they're cheating. Sorry, I changed the terminology. Lie and cheat, they can all fall in the same category. The fudge factor. Um, how your brain plays tricks on you. Like I just said with the do you sell bath water? It's crazy. Yeah, that is crazy. And there's a lot of things that people say on here that's crazy. You're so pretty. How lost are you, beautiful woman? I give honor and glory to God. If I look pretty, it's the God in me that's shining through me. Spend some one-on-one time with yourself and with God, and you'll shine and look beautiful, pretty, handsome, just as me. What are your pronouns? Amen. What are my pronouns? What do you mean? Hello, how you doing? Thank you for joining the live. Okay, from Africa. I'm not going to try to mention the way that it's printed there. Mozambique. Okay, but yeah, we cheat because we're trying to justify, find reasons. Well, thank you for the compliment. Much appreciated. Much, can't talk. Much appreciated. It's not even about getting good grades anymore. It's about rubbing shoulders with the right people. Yeah, and even when you move to new towns and places, I'm not originally from the place where I live at now. And when I came here, I realized that I didn't talk the same as everybody else. Um, I, I guess I know I definitely didn't look the same. I didn't talk the same. I didn't look the same. So I stood out. Are you from New York? I'm not from New York. I'm from up north. I'm from Connecticut originally. I'm in North Carolina now, and I have an accent. I don't know if it's like I don't think I'm a New Yorker. New Yorkers they got that talk that's like deep and but I'm not a New Yorker. I'm from Connecticut, but they claimed that I had an accent, so people would just have me talk just to hear me talk, not really listening to what I'm saying, just to hear the rhythm and the pattern of it. So people didn't take me seriously. Down here. And they didn't look at my background. They didn't look at my education. It was like if they like me, then I'm in. If they don't like me, then I'm out. And I've had a rough 17 years. Is it 17 years up in this place? But anyway, that's beside the point. The evolution and brain chemistry angle. The path of least resistance. People cheat because of survival. Was checking my email last night. I fell asleep. Um, but yeah, people cheat for survival. Um, they cheat for survival. And that's not making it right either, but the world sometimes puts you in a corner to where you do. Like, for example, and this is not right, but people cheat on their documentations because if you're honest, you're not going to get the help that you need because the world is set up to where they're going to tell you how much you need to live in this world, despite how much the cost of food always rising and everything else. They don't look at, or the fact that you got all these bills. They tell you, like I'm talking about the programs that help people. They tell you how much you are going to need to survive when it's not reality. So yeah, people cheat on their things just to survive. Does not make it right. I'm not for condoning none of this. But this whole conversation is, why do we cheat? Why do people cheat? This world doesn't make it easy for us to live properly or the way that we're supposed to. Um, and the last that I have on here is the dopamine hits. It's the thrill of it. It's the fact that they know they can get away with it. That's why they do it. So people cheat for a numerous reasons. So I hope that I did exactly what I said I was going to do, give you additional reasons on why people cheat. It's not just in relationships, but we will go back to the relationship part. But the overall question is, how do we get over a cheater? How do we get over the cheating process? I think I may have a solution or answer, but that's only coming from my standpoint. And that is to maintain a pure heart. Don't harden your heart. Don't give in to the cares of this world. Do what you know you're supposed to do, and survive with God first, and then you meditating and spending time with God and seeking God for direction, guidance, and understanding. That is my answer to it. Have I ever been cheated on? Absolutely. Many times, and on and on and on and on and on and on. Have I survived it? Yes, I have. Have I ever cheated? Yes, I have. Have I used some of these reasons of justification on why I've cheated? Yes, I have. Who wants to be wrong? Who would cheat on you? Oh, you would be surprised. I consider myself to be the most down to earth, easygoing woman out there. And when I love hard. But that is too much for some people. They can't take it. So they leave me and go elsewhere. I'm gonna think because they can't handle what I have because it's too potent. And my tolerance level or whatever the case might be is a little bit more than the average person. And I'm toot, if I'm tooting my horn, that's what I choose to believe. I don't have justification and actual facts of why people do it, but they do it. Ma'am, I want your advice as a person who is older than me because I'm 18 right now. I want your advice. Who is older than you? I don't understand your question. You want your advice. Who is older than you? Are you trying to say that I don't, or what are you trying to say? Make it plain. Got into college. Wait a minute. I You got into college at 18 is what you're saying? Man, I want your advice as a person who is older than, oh, okay. As me being older than 18, I want your advice. I just got into college. Okay. What's your advice? No offense. Okay. So you just got into college. So what advice do you want from me as far as being in college? Remember what happened last night? I, I know. Um, I have a moral question for you. What's your question? What I'm gonna tell you is don't lose yourself. Because you get in college, you might lose yourself. Matter of fact, find yourself before you go to college. Do you believe it's wrong to, do you think it's wrong to, I don't know what you're asking. It's in study case, I found it so hard to stay 15 minutes straight study. Oh, and hard to study. Okay. I can relate to that because I'm in school now and it's extra hard for me because I'm not working for the reason why I'm going to school. The reason why I went to school is because my job required me to go to school. Now I don't have the job. So I'm like, why am I doing this? Is it a waste of time? But I know it's a purpose in it. So that's me, my drive to keep going. Um, Wait a minute, because there's two conversations going on. One, hold on. Um, so what you can do to help you not lose the study factor is to make sure you have some time to gather your information. Don't just go back to back to back to back. Prioritize your time and make sure that you're not doing too much and that you're not letting yourself go. Find the fun in the topic that you're studying and move in that direction. Um, why would you even ask that question? Absolutely wrong. Would you invade somebody if they were alive? Make it make sense. Please don't ask me no crazy questions like that. Apply for law school. We need more lawyers. I studied computer science. Okay. Well, with me, I've learned that there's period in times where I can study with no music at all. Like uh, if the person can't feel nothing anymore. Okay, you know what? You need Jesus. Go and get on your knees and pray to God and ask God that question and wait for the answer. Okay. You have okay, so I don't know how to okay. Um did I answer your question? You have the law. Who has the lawyer look? Me? Um, all right. Thank you for sharing and making us aware what's out there. But to the person that asked me the question about the schooling, did I help you any? Did I give you any advice that's beneficial? Um, People want attention, and some people don't care if it's good or bad attention, as long as it's attention. Um, but yeah, I don't know if I answered your question. Did I answer your question? My thing kind of went mute or it's froze. For those of you that just came onto this conversation, this live, this song, and what I didn't even pay attention to what it is. This music here is what led to this topic. I'm like, wait a minute now. Why people need to have more than one person? You should have one woman and that's it, or one man and that's it. Or if you choose to be the same, one of the same, or whatever you got. I am a spiritual being. I am a woman of God. God is created. God is a spirit. We're created in God's image. So I'm a spiritual being, a woman of God. Okay. Um, I don't even know what that last song was. I hope I didn't catch on here if it wasn't a good song. But this is and grown folks stuff. The mix that I'm listening to. I'm not saying that I'm condoning it 'cause I'm not. Um, are you Christian? Well, thank you. What is that? Okay. Well, but yeah. Um, Let me get back on topic. Talked about okay. So I was telling you, how do you get over cheaters? How do you get over a cheater? Keep a pure heart, clean heart. Do right, not wrong. Learn from your lessons. Everything that we do in life is a lesson. Every experience we live through in life is a lesson. So if you are able to make it through whatever situation, no matter how it makes you feel, don't ignore those feelings. Go through those feelings. You need those emotions and those feelings. That's how you heal. That's how you get through it. Things will repeat itself. When you go through those emotions and feelings at that time when you're dealing with the situation, when it comes back, it doesn't sting as much, and you'll know how much you have grown and matured from it. That's your confirmation, your answers, your checklist per se, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, um, I'm looking to see if there's any comments up there, any other comments. So but yeah, we was talking about how do you deal with bad you're dealing how do you deal with a man you're dating with bad hygiene? Communication and conversation. You be honest and upfront. If you have to literally show them how to clean themselves, you show them, but you communicate it. You let them know what's going on. You don't keep it a secret. You don't say, "Oh, they'll get the hint." No, you flat out say, "Listen, can you work on this? Because do I smell like you smell, or am I? If it's not evenly clean, then you can't touch me. You're gonna have to take care of yourself. Period. How would you expect or want someone to touch you if you're not even taking care of yourself? And when you say bad hygiene, are you talking? Because what came to mind was just bad, not taking a bath, not washing, and any of that stuff. Well, thank you. Laughter is good for the soul. These songs that they have out here, there's no secret to them. They flat out tell you what they're gonna do. Debate and relationship and honesty. Share your advice on cheating. But yeah, God bless. God bless you too. Do cheaters make a man or make a woman? Let's take some calls. You know what? That might be something I would do next. Do I have a radio voice? If I was on the radio, would you come and listen to me? Or would you be driving your car and listen to me? Would I be able to hold you over from state to state as you're in your car driving from to and from your destination? Do you think I have that qualification? Please, inquiring minds want to know. You definitely have a radio voice. Well, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Maybe that's something I need to look into. Yeah. Holding people over from state to state, keeping people up at night if they have to drive and they're tired. Wake up. Don't you go to sleep. Put your eyes on that road and stay focused. But yeah, I might need to change this mix of this music because but it's with the topic, why people cheat. Um, although it's showing you how to dance. But I asked the question, do you see my messages, ma'am? You definitely. What's your message? What did I miss? What is your favorite activity? Sorry, I see it now. What is my, excuse me, favorite activity? I, I don't know. Let's see. I like to, I like to sit in nature. Not on a hot day, but the weather is nice outside. I like to sit in nature and just listen to what Mother Earth, God, Mother, Father, Universe is saying to me. I like people be picking at me when I say this, but I like to see what the birds are saying to me. Because I get greeted by birds. I like to see what insects and animals come up, and then I research it. What's the purpose behind me seeing these things? I like doing that. That's something I have fun doing. And even like what I noticed too when I come to study for school and studying for what I want to know to help you all out there, I find much passion and thrill in searching for stuff to talk to you about than I do in the school stuff. And that's just letting me know that my interest has changed. So I might have to go another route and where I'm trying to move forward too. But either way, you still have to hello, how you doing? Thank you for joining the live. Um, you still have to keep going. Lost my train of thought there, y'all. Did you tell? Can you tell? What do you like to do for fun? I'll let you know when I find it. No, I'm just kidding. I like to have fun. I like to just be carefree. I like when I'm cooking and I like to listen to music and sing while I'm cooking. I like to watch chick flicks. I love watching like this time of year, those Christmas in July movies. I love it. Do you have friends that come over and kick it? No. I don't have any friends that come over and kick it. It's just me. That's how I can be dancing in the kitchen and cooking. And my kids. That's it. I don't have any visitors. I don't have anyone that comes over to see me. It's just me. And then I get to talk to you all out here from my secluded area. How about you? What you do for fun? Do you have people come over and kick it? Yeah, so beautiful. Well, thank you. Thank you for the compliment. Much appreciated. Yeah. This is my entertainment right here. Oh, you're a drummer. Okay. I don't know. Okay. Yeah, you told me you was in law school. But you don't do nothing for fun? I thought that I'm a personal trainer. Okay. I need some motivation so that I can get myself back to my best self. You okay? How you doing? Thank you for joining the live barbecue for fun. Okay. So you mean on that grill? What's your best uh creation, a dish that you like to cook on the grill? Is it beef, steaks? Ain't nothing better than a grilled steak. Oh my goodness, it's good. I don't eat steaks much. All I need is some smoke. I don't do steaks too much, but when I do them, I enjoy them. Oh, okay. Whatever. Cool. So do you watch a lot of those grilling shows? It's summertime now. They should be having a lot of food trucks that got the grills in the trucks or outside the trucks. At different events out there. Not sure where you at, but this is my entertainment right here, sitting here talking to you all. Okay, good to know. But yeah, for those that are just joining in, the topic is why do we cheat? I gave you some reasons on why people cheat that is not just physical in relationships, but and I also gave you a solution on how you can get over cheating. It's not that old fashioned way you get over one cheater by getting under another. No, that's not how you get over cheating. That's how you cause more problems. That's how you add more fuel to the fire. Why don't you have any friends? That's a good question. I don't know. I'm cool people. But for some reason, people find it that, okay, we'll be cool in the beginning, and then somewhere down the line, they will flip. They might say, I'm flipping, but I'm not changing. I'm the same person. I am dope. But for some reason, I don't know. Maybe my first answer and honest answer is jealousy. Something that they see, and I always say I reflect like a mirror. I'm like a reflection back to them. People like to put their insecurities on me, and I just show them back what it looks like. And they don't like that. So they have a problem with me because they're seeing what they're throwing at me, and it's not sticking. It's just going back to them. That is my best answer, and that's my honest answer. But I'm cool people. I'm telling you, I am. Um, but anyway, I don't have the answer to that. Maybe I am someone that does well with a handful of people around them. You seem like someone cool to hang out with. Laugh a lot, and that's a great quality. I laugh a whole lot. People be like, "Why you laughing a lot?" I have people saying to me, and they talking to me, and they say, "Why you laughing?" I'm like, "Why not? Why not laugh? Why we got to be serious all the time? All the time we got to be serious? No, there's a time for everything, and laughter is just my way of coping. I laugh sometimes in serious situations, but I have to give my disclaimer. I'm not laughing at you. That's just how I cope. I rather laugh than cry. So in situations where I should be crying, most likely I will be laughing. In situations that I'm supposed to be a serious romantic way, I might be laughing. Have you been to Philip Anthony's Mitchell Church yet? No. Don't even know who that is. Is that someone out in North Carolina? Um, if I get rejected by her, would that make me unworthy of love? If you get rejected by who? I like her since 11th grade. No. If you get rejected by her, who are you talking about? If I get rejected by her, would that make me unworthy of love? No. And who are you talking about? First of all, love yourself, your classmate. Love yourself first and foremost, and be yourself, unapologetically, authentically you. And then that person will see you for who you are. And do you know if the person likes you back? Did you tell them? Did you talk to them? Did you have a conversation? And how old are you now? Are y'all both in the 11th grade? All these questions, inquiring minds want to know. um, but yeah, communication, conversation, that is key. I'm being myself to her honestly, and she's aware that I like her. Okay. She's aware that you like her. Did she tell you she liked you back? I initiate conversation with her and hang out. Okay. You would like to look at it. Okay. My heart is. I don't know what that is. You gonna help our girl? What girl are you talking about? My life, just fine, 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 fine. Just like this, I be in there cooking, cutting up my food, sauteing it in the pan. Please, I need help with a certain situation. What's your situation? Thing that you wanna do. What's your favorite snack food to eat while watching TV? While watching a movie? Um, Feel if you want the girl, go get her. Oh, okay. Okay, I'll explain real quick. I like nachos, Dorito nachos or ranch nachos with the cheese or popcorn, candy, chocolate preferably. Just fine, fine, fine. Thank you. You said you're gonna explain it real quick. Hey, how you doing? Thank you for joining the live. My life, my just fine, fine, fine. Feeling good. My way, serious. Okay, y'all talking to each other. For those that just came on, to say, my notes. Sorry, y'all. I like that song. The conversation is talking about what I don't know if y'all can see it when you join my live, but it's why we cheat. And I talked about some ways that we cheat, and it's not just in relationships. We cheat in so many other ways. And then I talked about how do you get over a cheater or cheating, and that's a pure heart. I have popcorn for nachos. You said what? You said I have popcorn for us. Can you can have the nachos? Look, I love nachos. And I'm not talking about filled with meat. It could just be the cheese and the but I like it too with the meat in it. I ain't care if it's those refried beans though. Uh hey, today is my brother's birthday. Can you say happy birthday? Happy birthday to your brother. I'm not saying your brother name. Hey, okay, did I miss something? My phone is going berserk. Everything is popping up on my phone. I love you here. Thank you for the compliment. Hey, you said that twice. Nah, but I want to cheat on him. You want to cheat. Hey, today. Okay. You done said that thing like 4 or 5 times. I eat clean, boo. Okay. If it was fruits, I eat fruits too. You said what I like to watch, what I like to eat at a movie. Thank you. But if I had fruits too, watermelon, cantaloupe, honeydew, and a nice bowl, I would eat that watching a movie. We cheat when we meet beautiful people. Oh no, don't cheat with me. Let me do a quick recap. for those that just came on. I went over a list of reasons why we cheat. Um, I could eat good too. You asked me what I would eat at a movie. They don't serve stuff like that at a movie. If I was home and I was watching something and I had that here, I would eat on that while I'm watching the movie. But anyway, um, the physical of the psychological the psychology of romantic cheating. It's the ego boost, emotional neglect, and conflict of avoidance. Hello, how you doing? Thank you for joining the live. I had touched on that a little bit. Those are the romantic reasons on why people cheat. If you find other reasons you want to share, please do so. How you can celebrate, my friend. Class is started. Okay, well, go to your class then. Um, Pay attention to what your professor's talking about in your class. All right, so the mechanism, I'm sorry, the mechanics of academic and professional cheating, high stakes in performance and anxiety. Everyone else is doing it, revelation or realization. You're doing it because they're doing it, which is not a good reason. Listen to the teacher. um, Lack of engagement. People cheat because they're no longer excited about what they're in. And if you go, my personal opinion, if you're not making it work with who you have or with, and you're gonna go find stuff elsewhere, shame on you because you're with someone that you already know about. So use that time to communicate and talk to one another and see if y'all can do things together. Cheating is selfish choice we make that hurts other people. You're right, it is. I'm not condoning it. I'm giving you some reasons on why people do it. Um, there's other people cheat because they call it the fudge factor. They find justification in what they're doing to make it seem right. Earlier, if I had talked about how people cheat because they're confused, because sometimes if you ask people why you cheat, they will tell you, I don't know. Trigger warning, people could have had things done to them earlier on in their life. And if somebody was taken advantage of against their will and they're young, based off of what they feel, and knowing right from wrong or not even knowing what's right from wrong. And if it feels good to them, they get confused. Should this be something I'm doing? Should it be something I'm not doing? There is reasons why people do what they do. I don't judge, so you shouldn't judge. Find out why people do what they do before you come to a conclusion. But and that's not justifying it either. Wrong is wrong, period. But I'm trying to give you a broader look on why people do what they do. I'm not justifying it, but you can't blame a person for being taught one way and never being taught the correct way. And they're going through life doing it the way that they feel best because they got to find ways to cope. But anyway, the fudge factor, which is justifying what you're doing is right by you telling yourself whatever it is. Girl, spread some positivity to me. I'm depressed. You depressed? Let me finish this factor. Everything I do is positive. Are Einstein's or I don't know what that means. All right, the revolutionary and brain chemistry angle. People cheat because they choose the path of resistance. They cheat for survival, not making it right, but the world that we live in, it makes it hard for people to be honest. The example that I gave before, people that need public assistance or assistance from someone that has a lot and they're given to other people. Those people or organizations that have and given to others, they justify the other people's life, not looking at where they live or what they got to pay for, additional bills, food, and all that other stuff. They don't look at that. They just say, well, I got this amount of money here. I'm going to give it to you. And you got to do it with, and give me all this information and make it work with what I got. And if you make any more, then I'm going to give you less. I'm going to take it away. Not right, not fair, but people cheat because they need the help. Not condoning it. I'm just giving you reasons why people cheat. And it's not just in relationships, it's in the world that we live in. That's their attitude. Yeah, I'm going to work it around if you're trying to be funny. But yeah, it's their attitude. That's how they feel for the people that they're helping. And the last one that I have is the dopamine hit. They do it because of the thrill. They do it because they can get away with it. But I have to. Okay. I don't know what your point was. What's your question? Um, if I made sense, or if you can relate to anything that I said, please put those hearts up there so I know that I'm not just talking to be talking, and that people are relating to what I'm saying, or they can understand what I'm talking about. AI says discussing why people cheat and the underlying reason. Share your thoughts. Do you support? I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. Um, but yeah. Okay, never mind then. All right. What movies? I'm finding the first five. Um, I don't know why, but anyway, I've given my little phrases in there about, I don't condone. I'm not affiliated with anybody. The way you see me sitting on this live right now is who I am. It's just me. So if you come to see this live, then you're coming to see me. Anything else or anybody pull you away from that, that's on you. You're grown. You handle your business the way you see fit. I'm not in relation with that. I always dream to have. Well, how old are you? Are you a parent? Because you can be the person that you want to be for you. Thank you for the hearts. I appreciate that. It's like a breath of fresh air to see those hearts, y'all. Hearts are beautiful, just like roses. They're beautiful. Um, but yeah, I hope that the topic that was selected was interesting. Watch with tone. Why are you yelling at me? What did I do to you? Pray for me, Bryce Jordan. Because safe travels. May God be with you. I'm just so chill. I told her. Well, maybe she know that you can handle it. You're strong. Okay. Yeah, I'm yelling. So, but I don't know. But am I yelling at you? Show some respect. I think I might be older than you. Hello, how you doing? Thank you for joining the live, dude. But yeah, I tell you, you got some interesting people that come on these lives. Interesting people, and everybody want their couple of minutes of attention, and I understand that. As long as you keep it respectful, we good. I don't come across disrespectful, so don't come across to me disrespectful. Jordan said, let's see if you have some respect. You are not gonna do like that comment. What? So let's see if you have some respect. You are not going to do like that comment. The respect. Mm-mm. I recognize what stuff is or what things are. Okay, that moved. Let's find another one. Let's find another one. Another one. Another one. If you're interested on why I got to this topic, I woke up this morning and I'm gonna go and do the research on the other book, Shama, in the Bible. I had a crossword puzzle, and Shama was in the Bible. And I went and did a brief research on it before I came here. And it was talking about different people that had that name in the Bible, but they all the combined um common factor in that was that they were all some type of ruler, warrior, not ruler, but warrior that had a position of standing alone or standing in the face of whatever battle, whatever the case might be. So that is what came to mind when that's what I saw first. And then when I came downstairs to put the radio on, it talked about cheating. Every song I had, this one song was like, they got to have three women. And then another one said that, they started talking about more than one woman and all this other stuff. But that's what I said before about how, you know, going back to things, and I said trigger warning, things that happened when they were younger and then moving forward. There's a lot of people that think things are normal, and when you come across it, you're like, what? That is nowhere near normal. Their upbringing is different than yours. And there's been a lot of things that's going on in the homes that people don't talk about. It's coming to surface now because you're seeing how people are responding or acting. So you can see that there's something that took place when they were younger that didn't get dealt with. Can I? Um, so, but yeah. Me alone. Um, letting go, turning off the radio. Sorry, y'all. Got caught with the song. Fear of commitment or self-sabotage. That's why they cheat because of fear of commitment and self-sabotage. I'm leaving. Bye bye. Have a great day, Nidra. Thank you. You have a great day too. Um, excuse me. Good morning. Thank you for joining the live. Yes, one of many reasons. Okay. I had shared on here too when I first came on that a lot of people have cheated. I think everyone at some point in their life has cheated to some point, whether it's in a relationship or within life in general. And I admit it, I'm not perfect. I've cheated and I've been cheated on. Entitlement. Okay. People want to be entitled. I know that um people like to humble people. So let me ask this question to you guys out here. Good morning, Nature. Happy Thursday to you. Good morning. Um, I want to ask this question to the men out there, okay? And I'm asking this question because I have an idea of an answer on why they're doing it, but I want to hear your reasons out here. Habits or learned behaviors. Habits or learned behaviors. Yes, yes, I agree. But here's a question I want to pose to all of the men out there, men and women, if it justifies in your case. But why do people humble other folks? I'm gonna ask you this question in general. Why do people humble other folks? And by you guys looking at me, and I'm asking this for the guys because the guys have a particular different type of view that they look at when they see me. Maybe some women too, but there is something about people that men or women feel that they have to humble other people for. I've gotten some examples from other people, but I'm curious to know why. And if you're looking at me, do I come across as someone that you feel like you have to humble, keep me in a box, or keep me in a certain particular uh, level? Curious to know. This is a question that I'm asking generally for better understanding for myself, and perhaps somebody else is going through the same situation. So, is there anybody brave enough to answer why people humble other people? Why opposite sex humble their mates? Why same sex humbles their mates? Why do you think this particular person that's speaking on this live needs to be humbled? Please. And curious minds, inquiring minds would like to know. And this song is bringing to mind that people cheat because they think they're going to get away with it. And it's a problem when they get caught. And some people can get caught and feel like their answer or justification or reason for doing things is cool. We ain't got no answers out there. Nobody know why people humble people. Hello, how you doing? Thank you for joining live. I'm only here because you have a feminine demeanor. Okay. I just ended my 11-year relationship. Okay. Well, thank you for sharing. I should have a feminine demeanor. I'm all feminine. Okay. You just ended how do you feel that you just ended your 11-year relationship? Is that something that you wanted to do? Or was it something that you felt it was forced for you to do? Are you going to have a celebration party? People are insecure and out of fear, they try to lock their precious down. Out of fear. Okay. Out of fear. Things, which is uh, appearing evidence of things appearing real but not. So their own insecurities that they turned into something called fear that they're now going to use to keep somebody else down or humble. Makes sense. Thank you for sharing. Thank you so much for sharing. I appreciate that. I really appreciate that. Anybody else? Love you. I need you. Baby, I love you. Do. Mhm. You are so welcome. Thank you. I like your answer. Asian. Another song every talking about cheating. This is like this is just out there being with their own person, thinking about somebody else. The mind is a dangerous thing. The mind is a dangerous thing. And this is why I think communication is so important. If you have somebody that you with, oh, we've been on for an hour. Look at that. If you have someone that you're with, talk to them. Have that communication. Have that talk with them. Even if you change, people be with each other for such a long time. Hello, how you doing? Thank you. And people's appetite change. People change. Just like you can be a child and love Twinkies as a kid. You could love Twinkies and then become an adult. Oh, they're the nastiest things you ever tasted. People change and not even have to wait till you're an adult. You could be in your mids before you get to the older. People change. I can see men feeling threatened by an educated, wise, and spiritual woman. Thank you. I can see that too. But it shouldn't have to be that way if you know each other. Um, I don't think I'm intimidated. Do I come across intimidating? And I'm just saying me. You can be talking about a whole raw, a plethora of women, but I'm pointing out me. Um, and even the most intimidating woman have a soft spot. Every strong woman and even a strong man wants that person that they can be they self with. They want that person that they can just say, okay, you know what? And t-shirts and boxers, come here, give it to me. Come here. Come to mama or come to daddy or something like that. Everybody wants that. If you're telling me you don't, you're lying. Everybody wants anybody. Ain't nobody scared. Ain't nobody scared. Okay. I ain't never scared. Whether you tell me why I've been through half of what I've been through, if ain't nobody scared of me. And I'm not a bad person. I really am not. I'm somebody that is well balanced. I've learned how to keep that anger down and I've learned how to shine in my light. It took years of practice, years and years and years of lessons learned and coming to grips with who I am, knowing who I am, whose I am, and what I carry. Period. It took work, but I don't want nobody scared of me. I don't. I'm all love. I'm the rawest, purest form of not poor. Raw is purest form of love that you're gonna ever meet. even if it's on the internet. What song would you like me to put? I can't pick it from this one, but I can write it down and have it for next time. What song would you like me to have in my Rolodex? Well, thank you. Thank you so much for that compliment. Much appreciated. You did to me. You don't know what you did to me. I'm waiting for that song suggestion. I ain't gonna be on too long, y'all. I've been on for an hour. That's pretty good so far this morning. Not like I have it planned. I do have to do an exam though. We are not threatened by educated women. We are visually first. It's fear of losing our beautiful lady. You don't have to worry about losing your beautiful lady if y'all learn the key of communication and learn to adjust and shift and change where it's needed. A lot of people don't want to change. When you realize that what you have is a gift, I consider myself a gift. Very true. Based on your content, your meek spirit seems to be consistent. I try to be. I want to be someone, I want to be who I say I am. I don't want no seekers. What you see is what you get. And when you get me outside of here on a one-on-one basis, it's a gift. It's a gift. It's wonderful. You need it. When you want it. You want to hit. I'm not no one-hit wonder. Never been. People try to make me a one-hit wonder, but I'm not. Jay bro trying to hit. I'm not a revolving door. People try to make me a revolving door. I'm not. Too fast. I've looked on YouTube. The content is based on biblical teaching. That's where I started. Y'all got to start somewhere. When you know better, you do better. I believe in God, and I'm learning in my study because I'm still learning every day. And I've noticed some things that have changed from when I started to when I am now. So that was my basis. God is my everything. I started out as a Baptist, from Baptist to Christian, to from Christian to I went to an undenominational. Uh, but I consider myself a spirit being. I didn't start off that way with spirit being. Should get done, yeah. Yeah, dirty, down, dirty. That's why I had to learn to love me, so that I am not going to fall short when somebody else already done kicked me down to the ground. I'm gonna have enough love within me to keep myself elevated. It may hurt like hell for a minute, but this too shall pass and I will get over it. I'm starting to believe God, good people are here to help the lost. Yeah, exactly. Good people go through a whole bunch of stuff. That's their training to help those that couldn't get past where that person is. Our whole life from birth to now is training grounds for us to be the best us that we need to be. We all have a position, place in this world. And everything that we do is to teach the ones that's under us. Because there's been so many people before us that couldn't get to the point that where we are. So we're the ones now to help the ones there. I motivate. Yeah. I motivate. You motivate. We all should motivate. We shouldn't gatekeep. That's the terminology now. Hide things and be like, okay, well, I did it. They just got to learn their own. That's not the attitude to have. A lot of us went through things by ourselves. For the ones in the back, alone with no fleshly people there to show them or tell them the way and made it through. If you are one of those that did that, you are a powerful individual. I've noticed that God takes the good ones first. That's how you see it? Takes the good ones first as far as leave here? Because some of those good ones are supposed to be where you are, but something along the way cut it short. Whether it's somewhere in their mind they felt they was helping the next generation if they stop now so that the other person can flourish, or they weren't able to complete the task. So it's all in the perception. I'm not taking what you feel away. You're entitled to what you feel. In all honesty, I'm just giving you a different way of looking at it. Because perhaps those people, I can remember a situation with my husband. I'm not going to go into detail about it. I'm going to simply say that sometimes I think he had sacrificed for his family. Don't have any proof or definition to give you, not trying to. I'm just giving you an example of something. Just take the example part of it. People end their time short so that the others can flourish. Not justifying, not making it right. That's just some instances. And others want to go to where we are, but something puts it short. And so we're here to keep it going. And we're helping and training others along the way once we get there. Huge claps to me. Thank you. So, but yeah, it's all in your perception, all in what you believe in, and all that how you make it make sense to you. And that's the key point about it. You said that my stuff started out biblically from from my stuff that you've seen on Facebook. I mean, FT. No, YT. Yeah, YT. That's my starting ground. That's where I started. But as you know better, you do better. And as I know better, I'm going to teach better. And if there's something I taught that was wrong, I'm going to go back and try to correct it by saying, I thought of it this way, and this is what happened. But being through the midst of some other things, I realized that it wasn't really that way. It's now this way. When you live long, you're going to see some things. I've never been 50 before. So I couldn't tell you at 35 how it's going to be at 50. Some of us are blessed. We have some type of ideas and clips, but it's not enough to train somebody to understand what it's like to be 50. You understand what I'm saying? If it's God's will for me to make it to 60, I won't be able to tell you what life will be like until I hit 60. I can strive to make sure that I can be the best 60 as I get there, but I won't be able to tell you exactly what happens until I'm 60. So, yeah. Good morning. Thank you for joining the live. But yeah, so I hope this topic was very interesting. I hope that thank you. Love you back. Nice to meet you, Oscar. I'm Nidra. So I hope this conversation was helpful. I hope it was beneficial. I hope it was different from everybody else's because that's what my intention was. I didn't want to come on and piggyback off of somebody else's topic on cheating. I just wanted to just have a discussion that was well-rounded to help everybody. So we're cheating today. No, I'm not cheating. You're so very wise. Thank you. And no, I'm not cheating. I am focusing on doing what is right. I am focusing on staying in my lane. I'm not trying to get out of my lane to peek on or be tempted by nobody else. I'm trying to stay in my lane and moving forward. So no, we're not cheating today. We're not cheating at all. We're just talking about why people cheat and some ways to get out. So what does God say about cheating? What does God say about cheating? Um, you have to ask God to find out. Because the word can say one thing, Your conversation with God can reveal another. And I like how you phrased it. What would God say? So that I'm not uh, you pick it back or going depending on what I say. When did you find out you were? When did you find out you were special needs? Share that with us. Hello, how you doing? Thank you for joining the live. God is love, way in life. That's right. What's the question for the group, sir? Give us the question for the group. And if you can answer the question that the other brother had, let us know. It's adultery. Just lusting is cheating if you're married. Yeah, the mind is a crazy thing. You're a Protestant. You're a Protestant. What does that mean? Break it down. Protestant? What was the question, chocolate lover? Chocolate lover. What was your question that you want to oppose to the group? It's adultery. Just lusting is cheating if you're married. And you know that thing called lusting? It's something within all of us. Protestant. You breaking it down for me to get a better understanding of it? Protestant. Oh, oh, okay. I am a spiritual being. I'm a woman of God. Thank you for breaking it down for me. Listen, I've never claimed to be the smartest person out here. I am filled with wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. I am not on nobody's level to try to be better or less than anybody. Protest the Catholic Church. Okay. All right. I'm still waiting for that question to come up. Did he ask the question? Have questions for the group. All right. Well, I don't see it. I'm not going to be on too long. So are you going to give the question? If not, it's going to have to be on the next segment. I've been on for an hour and 17 minutes already. Oh, oh, okay. You sent it 3 times. Well, why am I missing the question? Let me go back. You asked it 3 times. Why I missed it? Hold on, let me see. Do it this way. Would that take y'all off if I check another thing? I don't know if I took y'all off. Would you rather be in a relationship where there is bad communication? Oh, okay. Okay, y'all still there. Okay. I'm learning some stuff. The question was, would you rather be in a bad relationship with lost the question just that quick. Intimacy is something. Hold on, I gotta go back to get the question again. I'm gonna read. I don't know if y'all can hear it when I read it out loud. Let me see. Would you rather be in a relationship where there is bad communication or bad? Okay. All right. The question is, would you rather be in a bad relationship with bad communication or bad intimacy? That's how I'm going to terminology that word. So that's a question for you all to answer if you have an answer to that. Now let me go back and see what I missed. Happy birthday to your little brother. Or you could use another topic. Um, both those things could be fixed. Bad communication and bad intimacy. If you talk in the beginning of the relationship, have a conversation up front. Let each other know what's going on. And when things shift in your mind and change in your mind, talk about it. Don't just say, oh, well, that might be too much. No, talk about it. That's something to do while you're in the kitchen and the other person is cooking. That's something you can talk about when you're eating over dinner. That's something you can talk when you're in the bed before you go to bed. Talk it out. And intimacy, they got so much stuff out there to make it better. All that is fixable. Did I answer the question? Is that something that anybody else out there might want to add to? Do they? They didn't answer. So you all out there, would you rather be in a relationship with bad communication or bad intimacy, sexual attention? Can you say no? Why you want me to say that? All right, y'all. I thank you for all of the contributions and um, topics given and suggestions and input to thank you to the live. But I do have to get off now. So maybe I'll be on tonight. Who knows? So check me out. If you ignore, I'm not ignoring you. I don't know what you I can't say that fast. I can, but I don't know what's gonna come out and say. What you trying to get me to say? All right. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah. So check me out. I might come on this evening, might be here or on IG or an eighth FB. Peace. Totally over it. Check me out. So have a wonderful day. Happy Thursday. Happy beginning of July to you all out there. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Remember the direction is forward and up. Giving honor and glory to God. Less of me, more of you, God. I hope that I've reached someone out there or many out there on this topic of discussion. Have a wonderful day. Till next time. Peace.